Hello everyone and welcome to BattleFY Week 14. With you of course is Seeds. I'm going to be casting this game for you. Hello! We are in game right now. The match has just started. We're going to be looking to see what they can do and what they can bring to the table as we see a large amount of damage is already being ready and brought forward. Ah, just kidding. We're at the start, so it's all good. I'm just yanking your chain a little bit. So looking at this right now, we have ourselves two balanced playing as Monster using that beautiful Neptune skin, which I don't know who did the modeling on this, but it... Yes. Zoom is going to be doing what he can to deal a large amount of damage, and I actually got to switch that around because it's actually backwards. Zoom in, aka Two Balance, is playing for Pig Fluffy Unicorns, going up against Zoltan, Lead Machine, Nobody, and One Troll to rule them all. Give me bringing up everything for Pirâmides, Agito, and going up, and we'll have to see exactly what abilities he chose. He chose one Lightning, one Banshee, one Vortex for Stage 1, which is pretty standard. We'll discuss the perks and all that once we get to the first Dome or the first Evolve, whichever happens first. So it's either when he stages up the Stage 2 or when the Evolve happens. So it's one or the other. Looking to see what he can get. He does have a couple Mammoth Birds back here, so we'll be able to get some quick damage up. And we have ourselves a Zoltan going in for some damage right off the get-go. He's at 30 meters. Even the radio's picking him up, being all like, bam! Get him, baby! Get him going around right now. Zoltan's going in. Here comes the Vortex and the Lightning Strike. Going to be going in. Does connect on him. He has to burn his personal shield. He's going to get stealth off to the side and Steak Bounce, but he does get immediately broken by the shotgun from Zoltan. Getting that last shot at just the right timing as Lead Machine is trying to deal some damage. One Troll's coming in for the cut. Is able to get the cut off successfully, which means he's going to be domed. Monster is captured. He's going to be going in. Here comes the Lightning. Does connect on him, but it is shielded by Nobody. Nobody's trying to get what they can out of it. And he's just shielding him just perfectly. As we're seeing Two Balance, however, going into the cave. And he's going to be able to keep himself protected by mitigating around this ledge. Goes up on the low ground, actually. Thought he was going to the cave, but he did decide to stay on the exterior. Looking at him right now, he is going to be getting a large amount of damage from Zoltan on the high ground. And as soon as he steps down, it goes right around. Does go on Nobody. Nobody's going to take that to the face, but not quite able to finish it. Here comes the slap, and doesn't quite get it, though. And just as Nobody dodges it, goes around the corner. Going to be using the tunnel now, as I mentioned before. Looking to see what he can get. Does have a loop through here, so he will be able to go through and come out the other side. Here comes the orbital coming out. Does connect. No, it doesn't. Just barely. Oh, there's the connection. Okay. Gets a couple blasts off. Not all that damage, but it is a good amount of damage coming there. One Troll does dodge at the last second, keeping himself alive, but Nobody was ready with the shields anyway, even if he didn't dodge it. However, Two Balance is having a rough time right now as Zoom's trying to deal some damage, and he's just trying to get through One Troll, and he's trying to get it. Not quite able to get the finish. He's at 2.5 bars missing. This is so far looking just as bleak as last game, but he turned it around at the last second. Here comes the Lightning, though, connects on him. No! Dodged again by One Troll, keeping himself alive. Lead Machine coming in with the heals. Zoltan getting those shotgun shots, and Zoltan's doing a great job keeping the constant pressure of this monster, dealing the majority of the damage for this team. Making sure that he's able to keep him on the coat of his tails. He's down to just under 2 bars of health remaining. He is not Stage 2 ready, so he needs to get a little bit more Evolve meter going, eat a little bit more meat, and get himself there. He is almost there. If he gets this, he'll be 1 meat away, I believe. Oh, no, there's another Strider. Hey, buddy, come eat me. You're probably best eating me over here. Come on. No, I'll eat you now. Oh, no, there's Megamouth. Don't wake up, Megamouth. It's okay. Just go back to sleep. There you go. Megamouth has now been awoken. Zoltan's going to be going up the high ground. So is One Troll. I think we're going right past that Megamouth. We might see one of them get grabbed. And Zoltan just jumps right over it. Nope, not today. Megamouth's like, come on. But I wanna. Going on, he is actually behind the building, so he is going to be Stage 2. There is no orbital possibility. However, he does get a little bit of Evolve damage, which means he's going to be able to chip through that armor nice and quick. 2 Banshee, 2 Aftershock, 1 Vortex, 1 Lightning Strike. So he's going to be able to get something going on. Here comes the poison damage coming out. One Troll's going to be able to look right in. Dome is thrown, which means he's going to be in. Monster captured. Nobody's on the outside. And we're going to have to see no shields coming in, but does he know that nobody's on the outside? That's the question. Maybe he does. Maybe that's why he's mitigating. He knows that nobody's on the outside. Yeah, so he decides to switch it right over to the Trapper. He says, nope, if you're going to protect your support that way, that's fine. I'm taking the Trapper, though. Trapper's behind. Here comes the Lightning. Does connect on him, which means they're both low. Here comes the Aftershock dropping in. Does hit him, and that's an extra painful one with that damage perk he's running. He's going to be getting that. Here comes the heavy hit. Down goes the Trapper. Man, you need that support on the inside of the dome. You can't protect him like a Laz, man. Looking for that range pickup, not quite able to get it. He is at 3.5 bars of health remaining. Here comes the Lightning, does connect on Zoltan. Zoltan's going to take that, does actually throw the Super Soldier. If he doesn't dodge that, down he goes! Gets hit by with a Vortex Snowball, which down goes Zoltan for not only 1 strike, but 2 strikes gained during that fight. He's at 3 bars and maybe a quarter of it remaining of the 4th. He's going in trying to see what he can get as he is Stage 2, going up to Stage 3, getting himself Evolve ready. And he's at the start of it, so he's got some time. They might get a second dome off at Stage 2 based off of how the food's been treating him this game. Two Balance is going to have a rough time. Just going in at it, trying to see what's happening. And he's going to get another 3 meets in the back. That'll put him at about halfway, maybe a little bit over. He will be full armor, though, ready to fight. It's going to be rough, man. You got to be on these hunters. You got to stay on the tip of your toes. All right, there's another 3 meets. That'll put him just short of the evolved meter. Hey, he's got some obsidian grubs. He should be able to finish it up. Or if he gets another strike, that'll also finish up his evolved meter because that gives him 2 meets. Helps him build that evolved meter just by being awesome. Going in right now. Here he goes. One troll's going to be going in. Does get this lightning strike. Doesn't connect, though, as the shield comes. Here comes the aftershock drop. Drop does connect, but it is shielded by nobody. Nobody in Lead Machine healing up one troll just in case he took damage. Not quite able to take any damage. One troll throwing the dome. Does actually force it, and one troll's going to be taking some shots in. Here comes the orbital. Not quite able to connect. Here comes the lightning, though. Going to be shielded immediately. One troll jumps right into the orbital. Tries to bait him into it. Here comes the lightning. Aftershock does get shielded, though. Keeping up one troll just a little bit longer. Trying to keep him up as long as they can. Banshee Mind's being thrown. Does connect on it. Banshee Mind pops on it. Vortex. Everything's being thrown on him, trying to get it. Sneak bounce is used on nobody. Doesn't quite connect on one troll because he is able to dodge and keep himself alive. And here we go. Here comes the aftershock. Dropping in. Does connect on Lead Machine. Nobody. Throwing in. Lightning strikes being thrown. Does connect on one troll, but shielded by nobody. Trying to see what they can pick up. Vortex landing on him and locking it around. One troll is getting low. Nobody's low. Everyone's low. And they're all getting slapped by yet another aftershock coming in and hitting Zoltan and nobody. Doom Beetle coming in for the slap. Doesn't quite connect on nobody because he is cloaked. Nope, just kidding. Your lightning struck in the face. He's going in. Lead Machine's trying to get the pickup with that AoE healing from Rogue Vow. And here we go. Lightning strike. Aftershock is being used and does finish up one troll. So there's another 2 strikes gained. He's slowly building up the strike game as he is able to throw him out the aftershock and the lightning strike, backwards. Not able to get the finish though, as one troll is getting already picked up and brought towards the monster by Lead Machine. He is almost evolved ready. He's 1 meat short. He'll be able to finish it up in a second. There's the 1 meat. He's going to eat that, and he's going to step into the corner, and he's going to evolve immediately. Gain some health, gain some armor. Like, it's a beneficial situation. And here we go. There comes the evolve. Zoltan's getting into position. He should be able to super soldier himself into just within distance radius. He might be able to do it. It's up to him at this point. One troll's going in, though, for them face shots. Throws up the sound spike. Does actually get him on the sound spike. So he's going to know that he's right there trying to shoot him. But alas, he is just below. Here comes the Banshee Mind, though, going right in. One troll's the man of the hour. Lightning strike landed right behind him. And it just did connect. Here comes the aftershock, though. Doesn't connect. Stealth bounce is used. Looking at the build, though, we're looking at it right now for the monster perspective. He has had 1, 2 lightning, 2, 3 Banshee, 2 vortex, 2 aftershock. Here comes the lightning, though, thrown down at one troll. Not quite able to connect on it to get the finish. One troll is not available to dome yet. Here comes the dome, though, just coming off cooldown. Not quite able to throw it as he is outside the dome radius. He's at 80 meters right now, building up his momentum. He's going towards helipad. He's going to have lots of food available there because he hasn't been there yet. Poison damage is going to tick away at that armor regen, making sure he's not able to gain much armor at all, if any. Does take a little bit extra health damage, but overall, it just kind of stops the armor from starting up, which means that he has to feed just that little bit longer before he re-engages on them, giving them extra time to set up. He has 4 meets there, which is a good way to start on the Evolved Dome, and, the armor meter, getting it full up, and he'll be ready to go stage 3 in no time. He's going in, he's getting himself a couple more meets, building it up, trying to get what's going on. Poison darts are being used. They do have sightline. It looks like they are setting up on the east, like the east side, the upper east side, you could say. And Zoom is right now on the low ground, just filling himself up. He'll be engaging from the further east helipad position. Unless he wraps around and goes towards relay, it's probably best that he uses the pillars to break line of sight so they don't just snipe him away. Is that a bug? Or is he actually, like, invisible? Okay. We got a floating gun playing as nobody. That's actually hilarious. Nobody's holding the gun. Get it? Because nobody? Huh? Going in right now, though. Bad puns aside, we're going in. Does actually see one troll. Goes immediately on a lightning strike is thrown, but it is immediately shielded by nobody, who actually is throwing out the cloak. Immediately, aftershock comes in. Does connect, but shielded for one troll, but not for Lead Machine. Has to pop his personal shield. Throw it out. Here comes the snowball. It's going to be thrown. Does connect on one troll. One troll's going to be taking that to the face. Zoltan takes the Banshee Mine, though. Going to be looking at where everyone's getting low right now as Lead Machine trying to get up the heels. Not quite able to. The bouncing med gun's going to be trying to get what they can. Aftershock comes in. Does connect, though, which means he's going to be going down unless he gets shielded, which he does. Trying to see what he can finish. Needs to get rid of one troll. Down he goes. No, he just dodges the stealth bounce. Goes right over top of him. Orbital's coming in. Does not connect. Here comes the lightning strike. It connects. Banshee Mine connects. Vortex connects. Down he goes. And it looks like we're going to have some pain coming out of Zoom. A.k.a. 2 balance is going right on nobody. Nobody's gone the run. Here goes down. Down goes nobody. 2 strikes on nobody now. 2 strikes on one troll. Lead Machine and Zoltan are doing what they can to try and get some punish on. Zoltan's getting low. He's at about half HP. Lead Machine needs to bounce the heals over that direction. Not quite able to, trying to get nobody up from a down position. Zoltan is exceptionally low, and yep, he has switched over to Zoltan. Trying to see what he can grab. Lightning Strike is now used. Trying to see where he can do from this distance. Using the Billion to block the sightline from Zoltan. And he's going to be trying to get this body down. Just buying himself time. One Troll is actually doing a great job in that dropship. Just staying completely stationary. Saying, hey guys, I got the dropship on the way, guys. Come on, let's bring it up. Hurry up. Let's get this shit moving. Lightning Strike coming in on the corpse. Is trying to force it down, though. He's getting healed now by Lead Machine. Zoltan's now at full. Trying to get the pickup. Not quite able to. He's almost done with the corpse. The corpse punishment is real. Trying to see what he can do. And down goes nobody. Finally. That was another 30 seconds at least of down timer as he's just trying to get himself something. And here comes the Banshee Mine going after all these Striders. That's going to be a quick 2 meets, giving him some armor, giving him some freedom to re-engage at this point. As we look at the Hunters right now, they are looking to split up by the looks of it. Nope, they're choosing to stay together, actually. They need to stay alive for 50 seconds. We have 1 strike on Zoltan, 2 strikes on nobody, 2 strikes on 1 Troll. And it's going to be some pain. So we have stage 3. He's going to be ready to fight. The perks are going to be damage output, movement speed, capacity, and movement speed. So they're going to be able to deal some pain right now. And he's going to be able to go in. Does he choose to go in on him or not? Yep, he is going to be going in. It is just going to be Zoltan trying to see what exactly the timing is. Goes in on Zoltan immediately. Wants to get rid of the assault. Pops his personal shield nice and early. This is exactly what you want. Here comes the Aftershock, though. Going to be going in. Here it goes. Connects on him. Banshee Mine's going to be getting Zoltan in the face. Does get it, which means he's going to be a Vortex. There comes the Aftershock, Banshee Mine. Everything's getting comboed right now. Just get the puff. Get the finish. Get the finish. Oh, he's waiting. He's waiting for the dropship. He's got 2 seconds. 1 second. He wants Zoltan in the next dropship. There he goes. No, he just barely dodges it. Down goes Zoltan. He needs to get rid of Lead Machine. Lead Machine's on the AoE radius. If he gets him knocked out of the radius, he should be okay. And is he outside? Yes, he's just barely outside the radius. As Zoltan has literally 1 HP missing from being resurrected. If he stayed within radius, that would have been a pickup. And they would have had Zoltan dealing damage at this point. He's going to put Medic in the dropship. Personal shield is used by Zoltan, so he's going to be able to make sure that Zoltan is picked up. It's going to be a hard time, though, for them to make it. He has a good amount. Here it comes right now, and there comes the pickup. So Zoltan's going to be available. He does have a strike, though. Sorry, 2 strikes. We have 2 strikes on nobody, 2 strikes on 1 Troll, and they're going to be trying to get some pressure on Monsters captured with only 2 bars of health. He needs to be able to get the finish. Here comes the Lightning Strike, though. Does connect on... Oh, no, Zoltan! You don't have your personal anymore because you used it to keep your body alive. He's going to be looking to get some hurt, though. Aftershock's coming in. Going to be looking for the finish. Does get 1. 2 of them down. It's just down to nobody. Nobody can stop this monster. He's just doing what he can and bringing the hurt. Not even nobody can stop him. Bringing it. Here comes the orbital, though. Is he able to get it? No, he's not quite able to get it. If he got that orbital, that would have been game. Here comes the lightning, though, for the finish. Does connect on it with the follow-up with a heavy and into a vortex. Come on, baby. Give me that vortex. Nope. Just gives me the snowballs, and down goes nobody, bringing it over to a 2-1 score currently in the finals of Go For Evolve Community Cup, number 14, sponsored by Turtle Rock Studios. Make sure to give them some love. Healing done, 43.4k healing. However, this monster, too balanced, is not too balanced because he's dealing lots of damage. He's just zooming in with the damage done. We look at 47k damage. 43k healing, 47k damage. That is unreal. We look at the amount that they're able to put forward, and as much as this defensive comp was there, it wasn't enough to stop 2 balance. But in the meantime, guys, that's it. That's all for this round. We're going into the next side. That's not 2 casters. We're going with 1 caster today, as we have ourselves some awesome games coming forward. We're going over to the other side to see Scion Monster going up against the Hunters of the Pink Fluffy Unicorns, and we'll see what happens, as the current score is 2-1 in favor of Pink Fluffy Unicorns. Stay tuned, guys. Quick fade out for the sake of editing, and for using the VODs, go to the next video in the playlist.